Hey guys, I'm Kristin. If you're new here, welcome to my channel. I make weekly blog posts and videos on all things beauty and lifestyle. Today I have a beachy wave tutorial. I washed my hair last night and slept on it and woke up and this is how it looks. I'm super excited to put some curls into it, and if you're interested in this how-to, then keep on watching. Alright, so to begin, I am going to be using the Kristin Ess. This is the Beach Wave Curler. I love this curling iron. It's super nice. I love the white and gold. It's just a pretty curling iron, but it also really just does an awesome job. This is a 1 1/4 inch, and I use this to get my beachy waves. Okay, so to begin, I'm actually, even though I washed my hair last night, my hair tends to be kind of like really soft. Oh, and I also should mention, for those that don't know, I do have extensions. So in the process of this, you're probably gonna see some of my extensions, and that's totally fine. I love my extensions. I'm proud of them. I'm not afraid for people to see, but I also don't wanna lie and pretend like all of this is my own hair. I have very naturally fine and thin hair, and after I had my 3 kids, I feel like I lost a lot of my hair and just got even finer and thinner. So I have extensions and I love them. So you might see those pop out as we're doing this. But since my hair tends to be pretty soft after I wash it, I do want to get a little bit of texture, and I'm like I don't know, I feel like dry shampoo really does help that. So I'm going to use the Kristin Ess. This is the dry shampoo powder. I really like this dry shampoo as a drugstore option. It's fragrance free and it really does a good job of soaking up any oil. You really just have to lift up the hair, kind of pump it. A little goes a long way, and you can tap and just move it around. If you get too much, you can use a hair dryer and blow out some of it. But this is just for me to kind of like get a little texture at the root. And for beach waves, you definitely want texture in your hair. It's kind of like that, just beachy, texturized. That's essentially what it is for these waves. All right, now I'm gonna section off the hair. I like to, I don't know, I'm kind of like a 2 to 3 section type of person. So I'm gonna just kind of, it just is all about how it feels. And I kind of start on one side of the head first, sectioning, and I curl, and then I go to the other side, section, and curl. I'm also going to be using the Kristin Ess sectioning clips. All right, we got a good look going here. Okay, so taking the beach wave curler, I have mine heated up to 400 degrees. One of the things that is nice is there's multiple settings to this. Not everybody should have the same setting for their hair. And there's like a guide within this when you buy it that just tells you what type of hair should require a certain setting. You'll be able to tell too, like if it's too hot for your hand, then it's when you're touching the hair, it's probably too hot for your hair. So it's better to start on a lower setting than it is to be up too high. 365 is the lowest this goes to, but I'm gonna go with the 400. So I'm gonna grab just a small section of hair in the front here, and I am going to curl it away from the face. I always curl my first one away from the face, and I'm gonna begin wrapping it around, but I'm kind of wrapping it a little bit at a time, and I'm gonna leave a little bit out, and I'm gonna kind of hold it at a 90 degree here. And you'll just wanna feel, it doesn't have to be in there very long. And then I'm gonna kind of unravel it a little at a time and almost twist it up, if you can see, and then drag it out. And then I'm gonna kind of twist this. And this is a term and something I learned from Kristin Ess. She calls it like the shooting or something like that. There really isn't a term to describe it, but I kind of start like pushing up the curl like that. All right, so next I'm gonna take another section of hair. Again, just something like small, just an inch, nothing too big. Beachy waves are definitely very like smaller sections. All right, and this time though, I'm gonna curl it towards the face. Going a little at a time. And leaving a little bit out. And then I'll unravel and then kind of like ravel back up. So I let a little bit out, but wrap it up and then pull down. And then again, twist it and whatever you want to call this, kind of like mess it up and push up the hair a little bit. Just like that. I'll do a couple more pieces. So now I'm gonna do this one going away from the face. So you wanna like just develop that pattern. The whole point definitely to your beachy waves is just like undone, messy. If you do it all in one direction, it's gonna kind of all flow together. That's where you're gonna get more of like a volumized curl, but when you keep it different directions, it keeps it separated. There we go. And let's twist it. Okay. All right, so now I'm gonna curl the rest of this side of my hair. And then we'll meet on the other side. Point out, you can see my extension here. I don't even care. I love my extensions. I really do. If you guys would be interested, I was thinking when I can see my stylist again, which I hope is soon, but when I go to her, it's probably going to be time for a new set of extensions. So I don't know if you guys would be interested in maybe like coming along for that. Maybe I can show you what it looks like to like get some extensions put in. Yeah, so I really liked them, but obviously as we're curling, you're gonna see some of them. This is real life. All right, guys, so this side's done. I'm not going to like comb through it or anything because it's still warm. So I actually feel like when you push up and do this, it sort of helps the curl to still have time to set. So we're gonna like leave that alone and just move on. I'm going to separate over here and do this side. I've got like a really good hairstyle going. I'm gonna again use a Kristin Ess sectioning clip, section this off. Okay, so same thing as on the other side. My first piece, I'm going to curl away from the face and just gonna hold that. I just keep feeling to make sure, like once it gets hot, when you feel on the hair that it's hot, it's probably ready. So I kind of twist and then pull down. And then we're gonna twist it. Again, kind of do this like, it's a little warm to touch when you do that, so you just have to be kind of careful. I'm gonna take this section and we're gonna curl it towards the face. So following that pattern. And then I'm gonna curl back up, let some out. It's almost like you're twisting it a little bit. You can see that twist pattern. And then pull it out. And when you pull straight down, what that does is it just keeps those ends straight because you don't want your ends to be super curly. Because that takes away from that beachy look. That's just gonna give you like a tight curl. Also, it's best when we're not really putting a lot of heat on our ends anyways, because we definitely don't want any damage to our ends. All right, so I'm gonna continue curling the rest of the head, and then we'll move on to our other section. Okay, so both of my sides are done on the bottom half, so now I'm gonna let go of the top. I probably have some of my other. And again, I kind of split this in half again, just by the sides of the hair. It's like kind of something I do. So we're really gonna have a good looking style here. Just clip this side. Okay, so I actually think I'm going to split this off again. Just because this, like I have a little bit of a shorter layer here, and this really kind of comes from my natural hair. So I like to style that a little bit different and curl it just separately. Oh my goodness. Okay. We will, again, just curl this row and this side the same way that we did the rest of the hair. So we'll do that now. I will say, if you're kind of scared of this whole like letting go and curling it back up, like twisting it back up, I think you can still, like, I'll do this one without doing that. You'll still be okay. You'll still get a beachy wave. I'll kind of show, but you're still just gonna want to pull it down when you bring it out. See, so I didn't twist it up, but I'm pulling it down. And then I'll still kind of twist and do this whole thing that I learned from Kristin Ess. Okay. All right, so I'm done curling that. I am still gonna keep this side up, but I am going to split this off again and kind of just take like that top section. I'm kind of grabbing that top section in the back too. I'm thinking I want to keep my top section a little smoother and maybe not as crazy curly on the top. I want this to be beachy curly, so we'll work towards that. So again, I'm just gonna do the same thing on this side as well. This is all curled. Again, I'm really not going through with my fingers or anything, even though this bottom section feels cool now. We'll kind of wait to the end to just get it all at the same time. Okay, so following my same pattern as I do, I am going to let this side down. And this is our last section on the left, was my left side. I will start at the front. I'm gonna kind of curl the same way, but I'm gonna start midway down instead of all the way up. So, and the front section's a little different, especially the bang. So like I'm only going to do that much. And I actually, for the front, or the very top, I'm sorry, I like to kind of keep this mainly going away from the face. So I will do one going away from the face to sort of break up that pattern. But the first two, I definitely do like away from the face, and pull that down. Also, I should say a couple things. One, yes, I have extensions, but that doesn't mean that changes like how if you'll be able to do this hair tutorial to your natural hair. It's the same thing. Obviously, we all have different types of hair and texture, so results are always gonna be a little bit different depending on what type of hair you have. But it's still the same tutorial. And then also this curling iron, You can still do beachy waves and do this whole curl pattern with another curling iron. I do really love this Kristin Ess curling iron. I think it's a really inexpensive option that gives good results. All right, let's move on to our last section. We're done curling. So I am going to kind of go in with my fingers and sort of try to break up some of it because you don't want it to look crunchy, I guess is the word I'm looking for. So I'm gonna break up some of the curl pattern here. I might have to go in and like fix a couple pieces, like I'll probably fix that piece. I also really like using, this is the Kristin Ess. It's the Beach Wave spray, and it's for soft shine. This will kind of like make your waves look very beachy, separated, give it some shine. So I'm going to recurl this piece because I don't like the way it looks. It's a little crazy. Okay, so let's spray some of this soft shine beach wave spray from Kristin Ess. But I think it looks pretty good. Some beachy waves. All right, so kind of like a texturizing spray, I'm just gonna use it the same way, and essentially it really is. It says the softest wave spray ever. Most wave sprays are used on wet hair and create that salty, crunchy feel. This is completely different than any wave spray you're used to. It's made for after you wave your hair or air dry. Once it goes on, it's soft to the touch. Flip your hair over and from side to side, applying a light veil over each section. The shine and separation is a dream, and it will never feel crunchy. Perfect. That's what we want. So I'm just gonna I like it. It looks good. I'm also gonna take, this comes when you, sorry, I shook the table. This comes when you buy any of the Kristin Ess hat tools. You're gonna get like this little wide tooth comb. I kind of like this for building a little volume in the end. So all you're gonna do is really just kind of push up the hair with the comb, and you can see like it just gives me a little bit of extra volume. I'm all about volume, so let's get it. I think that beach wave spray, I've used it before, but it really does just give like your beach waves just nice shine, and it looks so, ooh, so messy and undone. I love it. All right guys, so that's my beachy wave hair tutorial. I think it came out really nice. This is such a popular style right now, and we're heading into spring and summer, so this is definitely the time that we want that beachy wave, that undone look. So hopefully this tutorial helps you get that. I really do love that Kristin Ess beach wave spray. I haven't used it in a while. I've definitely used it before, but it just reminds me using it today, like how it just gives your beach waves just that undone texture. So I really love it. Check it out at Target. I'm gonna link it below. But I hope you really loved this tutorial. Please make sure to subscribe to my channel. Make sure to check out my beauty blog at KristinNicoleBeauty.com. And until next time, I'll see you guys. Bye.